Good evening, everybody. How are you? Um, I don't know what's happening tonight, but I'm having a nightmare. So please bear with us. For some reason, Facebook is playing off with green light tonight. So yeah. So hope everybody can hear me. And show on the way. We're waiting for Jason to come up. Jason Jones. He's an entertainer. Like leave a message and hello, good evening, everyone. Yeah, so please leave a message in the right hand side if you want to have a chat. Just waiting for Jason Jones. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Tuesday evening. Oh, do you like my It's called Corona hairstyle. Do you like it? You know what I mean. I'm I'm waiting for my hairdresser to come and do it, and at the moment I'm feeling like a right mess. But there you go. All of a sudden I'll stop two on here, so I don't know what's going on here. So yeah, yes, I did send him a link. He's got it. Is he saying he hasn't? Um, yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Anyway, anybody want to leave me a message tonight? Just don't forget to contact me on there. And also, that's it. Yeah, he's near there. Yeah. All right. So please leave me a message in the messages, and hopefully we will get cheating.
Hello.
Just trying to add now.
Right, Steve, you're cracking up a bit. Hello.
Cheers.
I can't hear you very well.
We will do in a minute.
You're breaking up.
Am I? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're breaking up. I can't hear it. I can't hear anything you're saying.
All right. Hello? Can you hear me now? I could hear you.
It's still distorted.
Is it? All right.
Oh, there you go.
Is that all right?
That's much better. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Jason, welcome. Sorry for troubling you.
That's all right. Thanks for inviting me for your show.
Yeah. How you getting on?
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. With the COVID and everything.
Yeah. No, I'm starting to get it all together now. So yeah, not doing too bad.
Okay. So, tell everybody what you do, and we take it from there, basically.
Well, basically, at the moment, I'm on furlough. I'm a head chef at a pub called the Queen's Head, but I'm on furlough now until I get back there. But for the past 10, 15 years, I started singing when I started entertaining when I was very small. I used to be a dancer for Gene Hewitt's, and I used to do that. So I always used to do entertaining when I was younger. Then when I was like 15, 20, I started having singing lessons. I started getting into singing. And when I was 30, I had I managed my first band called Bad Behaviour. And I was running that band for about 5 or 6 years. So we was on the circuit doing the usual stuff, and so that was pretty good. And then I carried on doing obviously with my coaching and stuff like that. And I decided to write a song called Standing Tall.
All right, okay. And how did that get on? How did Standing Tall get on?
Well, basically, it didn't really get on as such. We tried to, in actual fact, someone who I'm really close to really helped me out, and she was my rock. She's the nicest lady I could ever meet. But she really helped me out trying to get to WaterAid and all these various charities to try and get the song through. But unfortunately, we never got anywhere with it. But yeah, it's the song's basically about world peace, and I'm sure a lot of people that can listen to it or relate to it.
Why,
Uh,
why, why, world peace? Why couldn't it be like anything else, like mental health or,
well, it's not just. I mean, I related it to world peace, but I mean, when you listen to it, you'll relate to it, whatever, when you listen to it, you'll relate to it. Do you know what I mean? So
mm,
it is a broadcast about everything. It's about, how people are suffering through everything, through daily life, really.
mm,
So it is about a mixture of everything, really.
right, okay. So let's go back. So you're a chef in the pub, and
Yeah. Head
what's that
chef.
like? Head chef, okay.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's that like working like a chef in a pub then? Head chef.
It's busy. Well, it was busy until lockdown, and then it started slowing down because of the virus and stuff like that. But yeah, it's interesting. I do a lot of work with game and venison. Well, venison less, but more game birds and sort of that sort of thing. I do a mixture of. It's mainly English dishes I work with, but yeah, it seems to be all right.
Do you work with like pheasant and and what other
Pheasant,
things
partridge, yeah.
do
Yeah,
you? All right.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean, it is new to me because I've never worked with pheasant and partridge before. But yeah, so I kind of like invent things and play around with things, if you know what I mean.
All right. Okay. I saw some pictures of you doing some cooking and everything, and yeah, I saw some pictures of you where you're in your kitchen in the
Yeah,
cupboard
yeah.
and doing some stuff, and the food looks gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. No,
Yeah.
I get.
Who do you look at? Who do you admire to look at? Is it Gordon Ramsay or is it Jamie Oliver?
Uh, I don't know really. I've never. Um, I suppose that all chefs are good. I mean, Gordon Ramsay is a good chef. A bit of a mouthy sod, but he's a good chef nonetheless. But yeah, no, Jamie Oliver. I like the Roux brothers. Because I started when I first started college. After I left college, I was a pastry chef for like 2 years or 4 years. So I've done a lot of across the board. I've done pastry. I've done sauce section, meat section. I've done I've done everything. Yeah, I'm pretty good all rounder.
That must be a stressed out job being a chef because you've got to go in the morning, get all the meals ready, and you've probably got other people that you're in charge of.
Yeah, yeah, it is. I think when I first started cooking, um, when I first left college and I went into the hotel trade, that was the hardest because the chefs then were vicious.
Mm.
I mean, I used to get pots, pans, knives, everything thrown at me. Even if I got one thing wrong, I used to get it. Do you know what I mean? So it was a nightmare, to be honest. But then as it grew on and as you get older, you tend to wisen up on things, and now it's not as bad as it was like for chefs that leave college now and start work. It's not as nasty as it used to be, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, you do get it.
Um, when you're doing your cooking, then do you kind of like do you explore with all your dishes? Like, right, say, right, there's something today going to be new on the menu. do you have the do you have are you in charge of that? So putting things on the menu, or the owners of the pub, are they?
No, I write. There's basically a main menu, and then I decide what we do for like specials and stuff like that. And
Right.
it's we've got like a 10 dish special menu on a board. So and then we just obviously once that's used up, we move on to the next thing and just keep creating all the time. If you know what I mean.
Right. Okay. And do you ever get any kind of like have you ever cooked for anybody like famous?
Uh, Once. Well, not cooked as such, but I made some bread rolls for a famous actress called Patricia Hodge. I don't know if you know her.
No, no, no. I don't know.
Yeah, Patricia Hodge. She used to be in quite a few films. But yeah, I think that's the only um, person I've actually cooked for. I did. I do remember working in Burger King once when I was little, when I was at school, and Frank Bruno come in. I think that's the only highlight I've had, really.
Yeah. Did he try to
But
give you a punch or something? Did he?
no, he was with his manager Frank Warren, so he couldn't.
All right. Okay. 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 So yeah. So you like cooking, but then what you do then in your spare time you probably go around pubs and clubs singing, do you?
No, I don't do that anymore. Like I said, when I was in the bands, I used to do the circuit for the pubs and clubs, but now I'm more into I'm trying to get into more songwriting and singing on that side of it rather than the pubs and club circuit. So yeah, I mean I'm trying to get out of that now. But yeah, I'm more focusing on the sort of songwriting side of it.
Yeah. So how many songs have you written or writing?
I've 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 wrote the one main one, which is Standing Tall, but I've got a few sort of in the bag, if you know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
that I'm fiddling around with. But yeah, I'm sort of so with lockdown, we've got plenty of time to do stuff, haven't we?
Of course you have. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what
You
I mean?
know, yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So when you kind of like writing these songs, then how do you get your ideas from? Are you in the toilet or you're in the shower one day and an idea comes to you and
I think it's just the way I mean, for example, Standing Tall. It's like one day I'll write a sort of I'll just write a paragraph or I'll write a line and then I'll write another line and then it's just like a puzzle and you just once you got it all you just add it all together and it just seems to come. But I don't know, I just get these ideas and they just come to me and I just seem to write them out, or I listen to a song or I hear something, hear a word, and I'll put that into a sentence and add it to a song, or it's just it can be a number of things really.
yeah, yeah. So who do you look up to for your music then?
um, well, I like Elton John. Um, I think he's a great performer and a great singer. And uh, who else do I like? Queen was a good band. I like Queen. I like Stereophonics. I like who else? Oh, there's loads. There's loads. I like the 70s and the 80s mostly. I used to
Right.
do because I used to be singing solo as well, so I used to do a lot of 70s, 80s as well.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
Go
play
on,
a lot
sorry.
of that. We play a lot of that on my radio station. 60s, 70s, 80s. You can't beat it really.
Well, no. Well, in actual fact, I've got when I do the set, I'm going to add a few 70s and 80s songs to it. So Yeah, should be exciting.
Yeah,
Should be
because
good.
you're helping us out with our charity, aren't you? You're doing, you know, because we're raising money for Mind,
Yeah,
which is it's very important though because you know we're all in the situation. And did you know I was talking to somebody yesterday on here, and I said to them we found out some information that January and February, nearly every year,
yeah,
a lot of people commit suicide soon after Christmas.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and through these times, so we thought, well, you know, let's raise some money for Mind. We did it last year,
Yeah,
um, and we're going to do it. We want to do it this year. We want to get more people involved too. So, but this time we want to try to get comedians and all different people involved, so it'll make it a good.
yeah.
Um,
No, it's a really good thing that you're doing, Steve. To be fair, and you know, obviously there needs to be more support and a bigger support system in place for this because you know it's a really big thing. I think you know because it just goes across the board, doesn't it? With all this, you
yeah,
know.
well, we before Christmas we had a an Elvis tribute, and with all the Elvises jumped on board.
Oh, brilliant!
You know, and that went down well. But the trouble is, because people were out of work and we didn't raise much money. I think we only raised about £217. You
Yeah,
know,
it's still
but
something though, isn't it? It's good.
it was still something. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed because I wanted to get more than that. But whatever we make, you know, as long as it goes, you know, goes to a good cause, and you know,
yeah,
it's it's fine with me. So, and it's all done on Facebook anyway, so it
yeah,
all
yeah,
goes straight to them. So it doesn't, you know, it doesn't go to anybody else. Uh,
yeah.
so so what do you when you sing then? What kind of music do you like singing?
Um, well, like I said, I used to do a mixture of like 70s, 80s, sort of pop, rock. Um, I'll give you a few examples. I used to do things like "Let Me Entertain You." Um, oh, what else? Kings of Leon, "Sex on Fire," um, Black Knight, um, Brown Sugar. All the small things, Blink 182, that sort of thing. So it's just a mixture of all sorts. But yeah, mainly 70s. Mr. Bojangles, I can do that. So I'll just do across the board, sort of all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So when you kind of like, let's go back to your chef, being a chef. So when you get up in the morning and you go to work and you're thinking, right, it's going to be a good day today. I'm going to make so and so, and all of a sudden, just imagine, all of a sudden, Gordon Ramsay comes in,
Right.
right, into the pub, and he says, right, okay, I want to try this out. So all of a sudden, your dish goes to him,
Mm.
right, and he turns around and he says, that was a load of crap. What would you
Right.
say? What would you
What
actually say?
what would I actually say to him?
Yeah,
Are
come
you
on.
are you serious? What would I say to him? I'd say to him, well, you know, please tell me how I can make this dish better. If you think it's rubbish, you come in and show me. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Because
Yeah,
that's what he does. That's what he does all the time. He goes around different pubs and
well, people are
um,
scared of him, and the thing is not to be scared. I mean, everyone does something wrong.
of course they do.
Do you know what I mean? No one's
Yeah,
perfect. At
yeah,
the end of the day, you do your best, and if you do wrong, you do wrong, but you learn by it, and
yeah.
that is the long and short of it, really.
What's your favourite dish that you ever made that you feel proud of?
That I'm very proud of. It's a dessert dish. Me and a mate of mine invented it when I was working in a previous job in the catering trade. It's a banana tart tatin with a lemon caramel sauce.
Ooh.
Uh,
So, so Gordon Ramsay, come along and try that.
Yeah,
not,
I'm sure he'll be
yeah,
shocked by the things that I can do.
yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I went into when I went away one day over to Germany.
Yeah,
I had this is years ago now, but I went into a restaurant and for some reason they did a boiled egg. They put it on the dish, like a boiled egg. Sorry, mashed potato.
mm,
The boiled egg stuck right in the middle, gravy on top of the boiled egg, right?
right.
And jam on the side. And I'm thinking, yeah, right. What's this?
Yeah, what is it?
What is it?
Yeah,
So I thought I'll give this a go,
yeah, yeah,
you know. And I said to the person, I said, what is this dish? And and they said, well, we've got this new chef in, and he's trying different dishes out, and we thought, like, mind if you kind of like, we're not going to charge you for it if you try it. And I
all
thought, yeah,
right.
all right. So I
So
tried
basically,
it.
use a guinea pig then.
Well, yeah, 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 you know, and I tried it, and yeah, yeah, I mashed it all up. You know, people, I'm getting what was it? I'm getting yuck. Yeah, it was yuck. And what it was, I kind of like mashed it all up, the boiled egg, put it in the mash, and got
Yeah,
the jam and everything, and the gravy, and mixed it all up.
yeah.
And it was like, I'm not trying to be crude, but it was like diarrhea,
Right. Okay.
right? Um, and I thought, right, here we go. One spoonful, and I thought, oh, this is lovely. And I thought, oh, and did you know? I'm not trying to be funny, but I cleared the dish.
Well, it must have been nice then. I mean, it just goes to show you though, because all in different countries they have different dishes, don't they?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Hungary, they have Hungarian goulash. That's their signature dish. And obviously, I mean, Germany, I don't know what signature dish would be in Germany. I suppose it'd be like sausages and stuff like that, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Like,
They even got Hitler on toast, you know.
really?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That's what it. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, Google it. Hitler on toast. Honestly, it's like
My,
looking at me thinking you're odd, but it's true. Honestly, it's true. You Google it, right? And it's can somebody Google Hitler on toast, please? Thanks. But
well, I'll
no,
tell you what.
honestly,
If my nan, God bless her, my late nan was alive right now, she would smack me round the face silly if I had Hitler on toast. I tell you.
yeah, yeah, honestly, that's what it is. You know, when you go to a place in Berlin, right? I'm talking about when I was like around about 21. I went
Yeah.
to Berlin, and I went to Berlin, and they had this great big hot dog van, massive,
Right.
right? And I was just coming out from a pub, the
Yeah.
beer jugs. I don't know if you drink or not, but to go there when you have a lager, the glass is like that,
Yeah. It's massive, isn't it?
massive, right?
Mm.
And I goes to an hot dog van, got an hot dog, and the hot dog was like about that long. So
Yeah. Yeah. I can imagine. Hello. You froze.
right? And I was
Hello?
thinking, what kind of cream was this then? And they said it's a special cream we got, and it's and it's like a spicy. It was like a spicy cream,
All right. Okay.
right? And I tried the hot dog, and it's the best hot dog I ever had.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
know, so if you
amazing.
ever go in the world, in it for food, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's
If
amazing.
if you go to China or something like that, or wherever Singapore, you know, all these like you got spiders you can eat and rats and oh,
Oh
it's
yeah.
horrible, isn't it?
Oh no, I wouldn't fancy that at all. No. No. Thank you.
What's the weirdest thing? This is what I'm coming up to now. What's the weirdest thing you ever cooked?
The weirdest thing I've ever cooked. There's got to be when I was at college and I had to cook a pigeon. Obviously, it wasn't a pigeon like with feathers and that on it. It was like already skinned and already done. But I think that was the hardest thing for me to cook because I immediately thought pigeon. Do you know what I mean? Like the pigeons in Trafalgar Square, that sort of pigeon. And it was a bit of a shock.
They probably
Yeah,
were.
yeah, but do you know what I mean? It's like, and like things like, I mean, venison, I wouldn't really touch, although they're hesitant on me trying to do something with it. But I don't really like things like that because it's, do you know what I mean? All chefs should be cooking everything. It doesn't matter what you've got in front of you, you've got to do it. Do you know what I mean? But things like that, I'm a bit, you know. I mean, even chickens. I mean, you see chickens, and like Gordon Ramsay's like training his kids. I see a documentary on it when he's training his kids to how to slaughter like chickens and stuff like and turkeys and stuff like that, and they were crying. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, you know, I mean, it's all right to show kids how things are slaughtered, but sometimes people don't really want to know that, do they?
No, but
they just want like, do you know what I mean? It's in a supermarket. You buy it. That's it. You don't want to see what or know what's been done to it. You just want to carry on your everyday life and cook what you need to cook, isn't it? Basically.
That's it. Yeah. So, what's the most thing that you hated to cook? But you were told to cook it anyway?
What's the most thing I've hated to cook? Nothing really. There's nothing that comes to mind. I've pretty much cooked. Yeah, I pretty much cooked everything. I think kangaroo was the worst one. I didn't like doing that, but I was told to cook it because it was for a restaurant. But I did say I refused to cook it first, but he said, "Well, you either do it or you lose your job." So
yeah,
I had to do it. But
I bet you were up and mad about that, weren't you?
I was very hopping, yeah. But yeah, you know, I mean, there's certain things I'd like to do, and there's certain things I don't. But as I say, you know, if you're a chef, then you have to cook whatever. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you're a commie, you have to be told if that's what you got to work with, that is what you got to work with, and that is it. You know, and
yeah, I've got the last few questions I'm going to ask you, then I'll let you
right,
go.
okay.
If the Queen came, what's it? I can't read my own writing. If the Queen came into your pub,
Right.
what dish would you cook her?
If the Queen came into my pub.
And we need a main and a dessert.
A main dish and a dessert. God, you're putting pressure on me now, aren't you? What would I cook her? I think I would do a traditional beef Wellington because obviously the Queen's quite traditional. And a dessert, I would do a chocolate and raspberry mousse with a champagne sorbet.
Interesting. How about a starter?
About a starter, oh, it'd have to be smoked salmon, obviously.
I'll give her a bowl of cornflakes and tell her to get on with it.
Yeah, you probably would.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I probably would.
No, that was a joke.
No, it's probably I probably would. You know, I probably would. You probably know about me then. But the trouble is, Lucy, life is really hard at the moment because we're going through a bad situation with the COVID, and
Yeah.
you're on furlough at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, is your job going to be safe when you're going to go back to it when everything's over done with?
Oh yeah, it's completely safe. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And do you think the pub will survive during the COVID?
Um. Well, time will tell. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. I can't really answer that because, like all pubs and all restaurants that have been closed now, they're all going to go through the same thing, aren't they?
Mm,
So it's difficult for everybody,
mm,
and and as well with this COVID, I think even for people like me and you, and especially the elderly, it's they're obviously they're going through quite a difficult time because they're on their own, and I feel sorry for them actually, especially the elderly that are on their own, that can't get out and that they've got no
mm.
family or anything like that. So my heart goes out to them really as well.
Very true. Thank you very much. That because it's needed for these elderly people because they're all on their own and
Yeah,
especially Christmas too. I wouldn't like to be on my own for Christmas, would you?
no, no,
You
it's a horrible thing really that they have to go through. But yeah, I mean it's a shame.
yeah. Anyway, Jason, thank you very much. I hope it wasn't that bad.
Oh no, I really enjoyed it, Steve. Thank you very much for inviting me on your show.
Yeah, thank you very much. I don't know, I've done around about 300 so far, and it's been all right. I haven't been kicked off yet, or I haven't. I always get kicked off Twitter.
Oh, I thought you kicked me off.
No, don't kick you off. Don't kick anybody off. Everybody's got. I made it through the COVID. It was basically for people who were like disabled or people who were stuck in on their own. Then
Yeah,
next minute, I started making more and more and more, and
yeah,
people were liking it. So I
yeah,
thought,
yeah.
oh well, I'll get all different people on from different backgrounds on, and people seem to like it. So
Yeah, that's it. You're doing the right thing, mate. Well done.
yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So it's okay. We had some people on here who are yeah good people, and some people um you know um. But anyway, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
And if you could go to my page and kind of like go to my Crossroads page, crossroadspodcast.uk
Yeah,
page, and
yeah,
leave me a review and say
yeah.
that Steve is a whatever, Wally or whatever, and I'd be so grateful. Not say
No,
I'm a
no,
Wally.
no. I'll leave a very positive comment, Steve. Believe me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So Jason Jones, thank you very much. And Jason, thank you very much for coming forward for helping us to do the gig for mine as well. That's very
That's my
good.
pleasure. I'm glad I can help.
Yeah, brilliant. So anyway, if you want Jason to cook for you, he's starting a new business. It's called Naked Chef. Um, it will come to your home.
Oh,
Why
don't
is the
start that. You're putting out the wrong impression.
No, I'm only joking, everybody. I'm only joking. Chase, thank you very much, mate, and thank you for your time. And see
Thanks,
you
Steve.
again very soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye
Cheers.
bye. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
My internet is trying to keep me on the page. My computer's playing me up. Anyway, so it's Jason Jones. Right. Can you imagine all those dishes that he's got to make? Gosh. Um, you know, I, I panic. I would. If I come in the morning, and I was thinking, oh no, I've got to do this and do that, and oh, I want like to be in put it that way. Anyway, I'll see you later on. I'll be back around about 8 o'clock. Um, yeah, about 8 o'clock. See you later. Bye bye.